Okay, so I'm gonna come up like an elevator
Okay.
because I'm,
Yeah.
you know. Right, you start it and then I'll.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will, and I got my co-host here, the Grease.
Hello, future's bright. We're here.
He wanted to do that little
We're in the
fun
studio
thing
again.
where I'm wearing the exact same shirt as last video we cut.
The light's still here?
The light is here. If you want to take a look at it.
I'm up 15 pounds since the last time we joined you.
I think we both are.
Hello.
So we could split that.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
I've got the monitor right underneath, so
You're gonna keep looking down. I'm gonna look right down the barrel of the camera right there, just so I'm speaking into your hearts and minds. Hey, we've got some news.
Breaking news?
It's not breaking. It's already been out.
Soft launched.
We did a thing with our Patreon. We upped the levels. We changed them. We added more levels. We are bringing the people what they want, and also looking for your support. So with Patreon, we had just 3 levels prior. We had the buy us a drink, we had the buy us around, and we had the virtual bar night. But now we have 6 different levels. That's right, you heard me. 6
I didn't know
different
it was
levels
6.
of Patreon.
I didn't know it was 6.
You didn't?
No.
How'd you not know that?
I don't know, because you did.
Okay, so there is the buy us a drink round.
Right.
That is the standard $5.
Staple.
And what you're going to get for that is premium content. We've been putting out each episode early, raw video. It's unedited. Maybe a couple things like if I get up and go to the bathroom, we splice it because you don't want just like Grease sitting in a room for, like 30 seconds. But it's essentially raw.
There was that phone call one time.
Yeah, it's essentially raw, unedited, except for like boring parts. But you're getting to get to see some of Grease's greasiness that I would normally take out of the public show. That's at $5 level. You're going to get to see that. It's a video form in the studio, and you get that early, sometimes as much as like 5 days before the show comes out for the rest of the podcast listening audience.
Or sometimes that show never sees.
I mean, it
the
could.
light.
It could. Who's to say? Then we've got...
And you call me sometimes.
Oh.
You haven't posted those yet.
Yeah, not yet, but those are coming.
Will will call me, and he didn't tell me that he was recording.
Also, as we record this,
What?
we're 13 patrons away from a big milestone, and that will be where there will be an exclusive show once a month, released only to patrons,
thing.
not to anyone else but patrons. So that's the only way you'll be able to get that. That'll be a full-length show as normal, but the only way to hear it is if you are a patron. And that starts at the $5 level of the buy us a drink.
And then we have the $10 level. The $10 level is called the welcome package.
I don't know if you can see this, but Grease has curry all over his hands.
Oh yeah,
His
we
orange
Indian.
chicken
It was
tikka
a buffet.
masala on there.
It was a buffet. I was like, you know what? I got to get ready. We're gonna be on camera this afternoon. I need to get
Greasy
ready.
Thing, yeah. So tell us
Yesterday,
about the welcome package.
Well, yesterday I had wing sauce right here.
Yeah, I had it here. And
You had it on there?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
We did.
Danny, our buddy Danny, he notices everything.
Okay, so tell us about the welcome package.
Welcome package. For those of you that were biased around, it was already $10. You stayed there. For other people that are
and
interested.
if you were the $10 level, you now get this benefit.
Yeah, you get this benefit. So after about 6 months,
Yeah.
because we have to eventually we have to pay for these things,
Right.
and then ship them to you,
Right.
But you're gonna get some fun stuff. We've got stickers, we've got buttons, we've got I believe there's some leather coasters,
there's some podcast swag will be coming your way, exclusive. Much of this, the only way to get it is through Patreon, and that's coming your way.
Some wonderful additional gadgets.
Yeah, and
Is that what swag stands for?
If you were concerned about Grease's shipping abilities, because normally you can't even get a simple sample out to people like Kevin.
Dustin and Kevin.
Yeah, what you're going to get is not Grease shipping it. We actually have partnered with our friend Melissa, and she's handling the fulfillment of that for us.
Oh, yeah.
So it can guarantee that it's going to get to you.
Yes. Yeah, because she's good at because it's
Right.
her. It's her business.
Then after that, we have Welcome Package Plus. Now you're like, okay, well, what makes it plus?
Well, Disney has a plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Apple TV Plus.
Google had a plus.
Welcome Package Plus is what we're doing.
Right. I'm
And
just saying,
so
like, you add a plus sign on it.
It gets
It's
better.
better.
Yeah. Our plus is an exclusive podcast flask.
Yeah.
New designs, limited edition, obviously,
Yeah, we're gonna,
because
like-
it's just for the
Gonna have
the-
small
this
runs.
level. And what you'll get is everything below that level, plus a flask. And you're going to get a new flask each 6 months.
6 months.
Each 6 months that you're a pledged member, you'll get a new one. So we're going to change up the design, do different stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So come like June, we're going to start rolling them out.
And then what do we have next after that?
Oh.
Now this is cool because a lot of
jam.
you people have been wanting something like this at this level, and we heard you, and we had to find a way to make it happen, and we're doing it.
Yep.
What do we got, Grease?
So originally we had the virtual bar night level, and we still have that level, except it's a little bit higher because we're restricting the amount of people that can be a part of it. So,
that's been the problem is people have been like, I really
Right.
want to do virtual bar night, but it's sold out.
Right.
It's still sold out because we offered the virtual bar night crew. We're like, hey, the cost is going to go up because we're adding this new tier, and they all stayed. We retained our virtual bar night.
They didn't balk on that.
So that one sold out.
I
Whenever
tried to
we
get-
do one of these videos, we're sold out of something.
I tried.
You noticed that?
Well, but yeah, okay. Anyway, we have this opportunity to do what is called a town hall, and the town hall is essentially virtual bar night, but in a less constricted amount of people.
Right. The virtual bar night is a smaller group of people.
Yep.
Town hall is going to be similar content. Once a month, a free-for-all town hall. It's going to be, it depends on how many people signed up. It's not
Right.
restricted.
Right.
But it's going to be a live video action type thing that you can join in, converse with us some, drink with us some, have a good time, but it's going to be open. And we're not placing a restriction on the number of town hall attendees at this moment.
It's also, and sometimes too, like virtual bar night, like a lot of things that end up happening as far as like what we understand of what people are wanting and us to cover, and even like things as far as like details about events and adding on certain things.
Right.
A lot of that stuff comes from being in an environment where we can have conversations. Yeah. So virtual bar night is kind of a product of that.
Yeah.
So the town hall, like you're gonna hear us talk through some things about, hey, what does 2020 look like?
Right.
Here's some ideas. What are y'all's thoughts on it?
Right.
Another thing, a great part about it is just establishing, opening the doors for people. I mean, all across the country, the biggest thing people talk about is that I'm here in upstate New York, and there's no bourbon, there's no whiskey society, Christian, the Christian de Grave.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, but you've got people across the country. Let's just say, I don't know, like Montana. There's nobody in Montana. There's no whiskey society there. There's not a local thing, and sometimes people are introverted and they just want to.
What he's trying to say is people are looking for community in
Right.
the podcast,
and we
that's
can
what
come to
we're
your
bringing
living
to
room.
you. Yeah.
We can come to your living room,
Right.
and have conversations.
That's right.
And yeah, so some of our dearest friends have come out of this anyway. So
That's
bold statement.
yeah.
It's a bold statement,
Are
Cotton.
you talking about Clint?
Huh?
Talking about Clint?
Uh-uh.
Okay. And then there is the virtual bar night level, which the price has raised on. And then there is a new level, which is currently sold out because some people that were virtual bar night, we offered to them first because they've been our longest and most active, both with time and their assets, their whiskey and money. So we gave them the first shot, and there are 5 slots at this, and they took them. However, I have a feeling this will be one that will cycle off, so we'll be able to say, hey, a new slot is opened up. And this is called the 15. Now, the 15 is a way for you, the person who is in this slot, to actually be on the show, to be a part of a 15. And if you're a part of that level for a year, you will have the opportunity to be on the show twice. You get everything else that comes with being a patron, all the way from the $5 level on up.
We didn't want to. We wanted to spread it out because we didn't want like every 15 for there to be a guest something. It's hard to coordinate. So
what you're going to hear is probably once a month. A member of the podcasters community that is at this level will be a part of it. They'll be a part of reviewing the whiskey with us, talking with us through it, hearing some greasy stuff live before it goes out, and then
it's fun
participate in all the other
their
activities.
story.
Right. So that's
we got
cool.
some cool people.
But I do think that one will probably have more turnover than the virtual bar night, and it may be something where we're like, hey, You've done this a couple times.
Yeah.
Do you want to give up your slot for a little while? They may say yes, they may say no.
I wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't either. But that is a thing that will be an opportunity going forward that you'll be able to see more of. So
I
look for that in the future.
Definitely. So what you're saying is you're going to want to go to patreon.com/thepodcast
Yes.
like daily.
Yes, and see, it's
To
kind of
see
like
if
that.
somebody
what's
drops
that Four Roses thing they have. People are always like, the Mellow
Oh, the
Moments is
ambassador
open. Mellow
or the-
Moments.
or the-
Come, it's open. You got to get it, and then it's never open, and
it's
so
not
it's going
open.
to be like that. We're making our own
We're mellow.
15 club.
We're mellow.
So-
We're mellow.
Yeah. So
We're mellow fellows.
like he said, patreon.com/thepodcast.
Right.
It's right here, right now.
I don't. You
you're
don't
not
know
gonna
that.
do that? I thought you would do that.
I don't do graphics.
I thought you did graphics.
don't
Okay,
do
well,
graphics.
imagine it's right here.
I don't even know anybody that does graphics.
Patreon.com/thepodcast. Check it out. Join today. Get those benefits.
Yeah.
Help continue us making this show. Like you are pouring into us when we will be able to pour out more content, more things. But there's this one more thing you were going to talk about, the tier system.
Yes.
Now this is really important for all levels.
Yes. So one of our biggest things is it's just like Whiskey Weekend. There's typically a cap on the amount of people that we can accommodate, and two, to keep it intimate, like we like.
Right.
It's fun. It's great. And so one of the ways we can do that is introducing a tier system, and it's on the website. There's tier 1, tier all the way through tier 6.
You'll see in the description of each level. The $5 level is tier 6.
Yeah.
Then on up to tier 1 being the 15.
And so when it's time for Whiskey Weekend, we'll start tier 1 and work our way down as far as a priority list for certain
Before
things.
offering it to even general podcasters.
Correct. Yep. So anyway, so that's the thing too. If you're like, man, I've always wanted to go on Whiskey Weekend, but I haven't been able to get in, this is a really great opportunity for you to do that.
Right.
To kind of move up in the list to be able to do that. So.
Well, I think we covered it
because
all,
we
right?
want to say thank you.
Oh, yeah, he wants to say thank you.
No, we want to say thank you.
You should say thank you.
I thank you. Y'all have been supporting this show. How long have we been doing Patreon?
6.5 years. Well, I started it way before I told you about it.
Okay. So, how much? Okay.
I owe you.
Some would say I owe you. So,
Yeah.
for all that editing.
All right, folks, thank you for paying attention to this wonderful video where I wore the same shirt as the last video. I told you that something was sold out.
Did you really?
I did wear the exact same shirt, and we had the same message that there was a...
Sold out.
Something sold out.
Sorry. You're fine.
Continue to support us and listen to the show, rate and review us on iTunes, and support us at patreon.com/thepodcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta hit the elevator button. You're go. I'm gonna. No, wait on me.